I've been curious about why the fuck everyone's weighing in on shower etiquette.
Nah, I was gonna ask you, fam, because I felt like you're my real friend. I felt like you're gonna keep it a buck. You don't give a fuck.
I'll keep it real.
What's going on with everybody? You know, the black people clowning, white people. You gonna tell the truth?
Ooh, I will, but it will be for me.
And you do what you do for you. That's what's most important.
Yeah.
Are you somebody that's out here? You know what I'm saying? Getting to it. You getting clean all the time, or?
I'm a big shower guy. That's just like, I think in the shower. I like showering. It's like I shower in the middle of the day to like restart the day if my vibe is off. You know, like, so just for me personally, I have a big shower. But I'm not always, I may take a shower where just the water rinses over me and I don't get crazy into the soap every single shower. I'll be real.
Crazy into the soap. You mean like by putting it on like a cloth or your hand or something?
You know they don't do that.
Anything.
Do you even use a cloth?
We don't do washcloths.
See?
You use your hands?
Yeah, he uses his hands.
Loofah time. I do a little loofah.
A loofah is so not gentle.
But also loofahs are bad after like you can have a loofah hygienically for like a couple weeks, and then you don't want to have the loofah for longer.
I don't know loofah.
And just to hate on myself, like I don't get those loofahs often enough, in my opinion.
Why is it that white people don't like to take showers though? What is it particularly? They just think they don't need to?
Is that what it's becoming? Is it becoming white people don't shower and black people do shower?
It's getting that y'all be cool with like time in between, like might not shower for a couple days, you know what I mean?
See, I'm not into that. I don't think that's comfortable.
That's strange, right?
Yeah, I think that's weird. And then
vegans sometimes be on that shit too. I ain't gonna lie, like,
yeah, why does that link up?
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
They're like, I don't like the people who I know who like don't wear deodorant happen to be people who eat really well, exercise really well. They're like, I don't. Too. That's what they say, and they're like, I don't need to do deodorant. No, you mean like Tom's?
Yeah, like Tom's. Like you can get. I'm saying like you don't want to. I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get how you can really get everywhere you need to get on your body with a loofah. Let's start with that. Loofahs are just rough. What? Loofahs are rough, man. And you gotta be gentle, especially if you're a lady as well. I don't know. When ladies are like, I just use a loofah, I'm like, how?
It's a little exfoliating, no? Like, helps get rid of those little dead skin, makes your skin soft.
The loofah. I ain't gonna lie.
I
ain't gonna lie. I rock with the loofah too.
I'm not rocking with the loofah.
I have washcloths for different parts.
That's kind of how I rock it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't use the same.
I got different things going on. You feel me?
Loofah.
Different soaps.
Yes.
Because I fuck with that.
You have different soaps.
What's that super strong? Is it St. Bronner's or something?
Something like that. St. Barth.
Say something, but you don't really want to put that shit on your demo because you feel me?
And like, it strips, but that shit strips your. You can't use that every day.
No.
That shit strips your fucking natural fucking moistures and shit, juices and berries, takes everything out of you. But I know what you're talking about. I fuck with that too.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, we know. We knew already, fam.
That's some clean shit, my boy.
I feel like you gotta, and like, where do we stand on washing hair? Because I feel like when I was growing up, it was like you wash your hair every time you shower, and then people.
Black people
don't wash their hair like that.
And eventually it was like that's really bad for your hair. You should only be washing your hair like once a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that
hair, I used to wash it a lot.
Changed.
Probably every day.
Yeah, but I mean, look, man, to each his own. I just don't know who was asking all the white people randomly about their hygiene.
It started with kids, I think.
Make an announcement. And then I don't know why the fuck Terry Crews came out of nowhere and was just like, if it doesn't stink, then I think you're okay. Like, shut your ass up. That nigga, every time some white people say some shit, Terry Crews volunteers himself as the person that speaks up for black people that we don't want.
Yeah,
I think we did not ask you to say anything.
Tripping like a motherfucker.
What about kids? Because that's how it all started. It started with how often do you bathe your kids?
Oh, that was what it about.
That's where I think Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard talked about it first.
No.
And they were like,
I'm sure when I was a little kid,
they were talking
I
to
didn't
Mila
Kunis and Ashton Kutcher too, yeah.
That was on Dax's show. That's who.
That's how it went.
How often are you supposed to bathe? I don't have kids. How often do you have to bathe them?
What you mean?
Every
they people.
Day?
Watch
no, but
you think every day?
Like when they're newborns, you can't do every day or something like that. When they're
I think they were talking about like 5 to 12-year-olds.
Oh yeah, well some 6-year-olds be funky, so they should take.
They said if they stink, smell them was one of them. One of them was like if they're actively dirty, wash them. It's not how I was raised. I was raised like you shower every day, but I also didn't not like showers and baths. Some kids hate showers and baths.
So what the fuck that mean?
I'd still
Bath time, isn't that every night?
bath time. I
You
don't
wash kids after they go to
remember.
bed?
Wash the kids.
You
The
wash
kids
them
get
before they go
washed
to bed,
every
or
month.
You wash them in the morning.
Yeah.
That's kind of how black people treat their kids. Is you wash them.
You
I
put them
don't
in the
know where
water
the
with soap
confusion's
every
coming.
day. And give them a
You
wash.
gotta wash the motherfuckers. Some of the niggas might stink, fam. What you mean? Kids do getting all type of shit. I'm not smelling my fucking kids as a measure of if they clean or not. Kids get their hands and faces and body parts and everything. Everything.
And
You
don't
leave
care.
open. They don't give a fuck. Because it's not even their job to clean themselves. So if I'm leaving you up to, oh, he don't stink, I guess it's good. My man, fuck out of here. I'm not, at least. That's
I
me.
agree. I'm also just thinking about if I had kids, I might be lazy and be like, "You don't feel like you should have a shower? All right, cool.
He keeping
That's
it a
up to
buck.
you, buddy. Get to bed." I don't want to do that shit either.
Ooh, I wonder how often these people change their sheets.
These people, first of all, if
Well,
you
the
never
people that
told people who you
don't.
were or what ethnicity you were, they know now, nigga. I wonder what these people do with their sheets.
For those of those that don't, take showers daily, how often do they change their sheets? That would be a very good conversation.
Damn.
How often you change your sheets, Chris?
I change them a good amount, weekly, maybe bi-weekly. What if I was like, if they're smelly, I change them, but otherwise, just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but I think as you get older, you learn that. Like in college, sometimes you don't wash those sheets for entirely too long.
How long?
I probably went like over a month washing a sheet. I just didn't, it's just not a habit yet. It's something that happens when you get older. You don't think so?
Just their faces.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
You're washing them all the time. You're washing your sheets like every time you do the laundry, you're getting sheets washed.
Yeah.
Now you have a cleaner, but were you always washing?
Yeah, but she's still wash. Was I always washing sheets? Yeah, I be washing sheets. Cause
All right.
you got people coming over, might come hang out with you. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be a disgusting nigga. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm keeping my sheets the same.
It was always a reset for me if a girl came or if a girl was coming. That was always a good reminder to clean your fucking sheets. You know what
It's
I
a
mean?
good motivator.
Yeah.
Clean the house. That's definitely my usual motivator to clean the house.
Yeah.
Like, man, take care of this. What's this? What we smoking on?
This right here. Should we get into the show?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. We was talking about nothing for too long.
Damn, I thought we was in the show.
Everybody do. Every time somebody come on, I think we
Welcome to Wine and Weed. Hey, we're back for another week. I'm Chris Reinecker, a.k.a. The Connoisseur, a.k.a. The Goop in Your Gap, a.k.a. The Elusive Moose, a.k.a. Your New Baby Daddy, a.k.a. Speed Bump, a.k.a. La La La. And with me as always,
I'm Sterling Stilo Brim, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. S to the P to your best debris, a.k.a. that third leg, no, it's just me, a.k.a. Concerned Father, a.k.a. Black Mama, a.k.a. your stylist, and last but not least, your Uncle Elroy, and with us, as always.
Hey guys, it's Courtney, aka The Voice, aka Off Camera Court, aka The Queen Behind the Scenes, aka Invisible Court, aka No Face No Case, aka Susan Storm.
And with us this week, a very, very, very special guest, hometown hero, my dude, rapper, just a creative. I wouldn't call you an activist, just a dude who stands for the people. I fuck with you though. My guy, Vic Mensa.
Appreciate y'all. AKA Vino the Menace, AKA Rick Owens Ricardo, AKA Victor Vega rolling Kush out of Swisher paper. That's all I got for now.
killing the AK. And we're smoking the Green Dragon today. Another official sponsor. This got the first place at the Cannabis Cup Social People's
dude.
Choice 2020. But the strain is some Feria.
Feria is
Feria.
32%. That's
Damn, that's a lot of
Yeah,
THC.
it might be high. It looked good too. Somebody gave a good note that we should do like a weed camera and let motherfuckers get a close up of the actual weed, and I agree. I actually think that was a great suggestion. to whoever you are. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we're gonna work on
We'll
getting
do
that
that.
weed
We'll
camera.
do that.
Ooh, but this stuff's crystally and beautiful and tricombed out. And check out their link in the description.
Yep. Appreciate you, Green Dragon.
And we're
Green
drinking
Dragon family.
Tributus.
I don't fucking know. What
We're
this
drinking a
is.
Cabernet Sauvignon from
Yeah.
Tributus.
Tributus from Paso Robles, man. That's where you from, ain't it? No, I'm joking with you.
Right
It's
nearby.
close by,
Right
though,
nearby,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you claim like Paso Robles when you in the streets over by there? You know, like when motherfuckers like from outskirts of Chicago, they be like, I'm from Chicago. When they ain't around some people from Chicago, like, do you be like, I'm from Paso Robles?
It's a little too far for me. I can claim San Luis Obispo, which is like in the
They ain't
Paso
even that
Robles
famous, fam.
area.
Don't claim that.
San Luis Obispo, nigga. What's happening, nigga?
But I don't think I can claim Paso Robles. It's too far away. Paso Robles. It's
Yeah.
Paso Robles, but people say Paso Robles
Cause
because
y'all disrespectful.
they're disrespectful.
All right, let's get to the news of the week. Go.
So, woman sues funeral home for allegedly staging her husband's cremation. According to the Baltimore Sun, 52-year-old Demetria Street filed the federal lawsuit last week in the U.S. District Court for the District of Maryland. The woman claims the Willie Funeral Homes conducted a sham service for her husband back in January, just days after he was buried at the direction of another woman who claimed to be his wife. The plaintiff says the other woman had also contacted the funeral home to make service arrangements for him. That woman reportedly provided a decades-old unofficial marriage certificate and made plans for him to be buried. An employee of the funeral home reportedly notified Stewart about the other woman's claims. She instructed the business to ignore the woman's request and proceeded with the cremation, which was basically her husband's wishes. So she accused the funeral home of failing to verify the woman's claims and ultimately collected payments for both services.
So did the man get cremated or buried?
He got cremated.
Okay.
But like, how she know? Like, how she said it was a sham though? She said she wasn't. How she know that he did not get cremated?
She didn't want him to get cremated.
Oh, she didn't want him at all to get cremated.
No, so his wishes were to get cremated, but I guess the other woman before had a funeral for him,
Okay.
and she told them, "Hey, that woman is not his husband, is not his wife. I'm his wife."
This nigga had 2 funerals.
Yeah, so he essentially had 2 funerals at the same time. Well, not the same time, but like weeks apart. But she specifically told the funeral home, "Don't listen to this woman. This woman's lying. I'm the wife."
Yeah, but that woman said, "Don't listen to this woman."
So
She
either
lied.
way, they
Yeah.
hosted funerals.
the
They
wife.
did 2 funerals for him when she said that she was the official wife. So they weren't supposed
He
to.
got
do
these
it.
bitches
Damn.
fighting for the grave.
It sound like a them problem. I ain't gonna lie. It sound like she need to
So
figure that
they
out.
basically got paid for both of the funerals.
That is not their fault. Bro. I ain't
At
gonna lie.
all. Like, if one wife wanted him buried, we did that. And if the other wife wanted him cremated, we did that. We covered all ground.
Yeah.
I wonder
how
which one was a better funeral.
Because that's what I'm saying. How they supposed to verify? That's like that movie Why Do Fools Fall in Love.
Nigga, I was just thinking I used to
It's
love
very
that
much
movie.
like
I
that.
was just watching that
Me
shit.
too.
And it's like, did they have time to go to court to examine both of these women's claims?
Because it's on Netflix. I was watching
I
it
swear
too.
to
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who got time for that? Like, shorty, that's your... I ain't gonna lie.
Oh no! Wait a minute, y'all. I'm lying. It gets more complicated. So his family attended the first funeral.
Ooh, that's what I was wondering. Which one was
And
more
so
popular?
the current wife learned about it from a family member that had said he had been buried earlier in the week. So apparently he had not been cremated and he had actually been buried. So she thinks that the cremation was a scam.
It was fake.
Oh,
That's kind of
So,
what
yeah.
I
That's
thought
what I'm
when
saying.
you first said it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so she want to see him. She want to personally see this nigga burn. That's what I thought you was saying. So she wants to personally see this nigga burn. That's what's going on here.
Yeah.
She's sick. She like, nah, I don't think y'all already did the cremation. Dig that nigga up and let me see him burn.
Yeah.
Like that's so. What they hand her just a fucking pot of what?
It could be.
Just some weed, weed ashes.
Yeah, it doesn't say what was inside
Backwood
of it. But they
ashes.
charged her for the cremation and then charged the first lady for the casket,
burial.
the burial, and the services.
Ooh.
So
Well,
they
she
rated
got
it
off
up.
easy because cremation probably costs less than a
Right,
casket.
yeah.
Cremation's $2,500.
Yeah, but I mean, did the other lady pay to have him buried in for the plot of land that he's not in? Or
Wait, but he
Or
is in the
he-
plot of
he-
land.
Yeah, he is.
He is in the plot of
buried
land,
in
and-
there.
Yeah, he
and the
not
ashes
cremated.
are just bunk ashes? They're
That's
just fake
That's
ashes?
kinda
I ain't
creepy.
gonna lie. The man must have been a real player though.
He was though. He was. He 1,000%
Yo,
was.
he's such a player. They were still fighting over him after he died.
Yeah.
After he was in the ground.
In the ground. And another one thought he was
Bitch is
dust.
still trying to take shit.
Thought he was dust. I'm gonna fight you over this dust ass nigga. He's dust now. She's like, I'm gonna fight for this motherfucker.
I also think it's interesting that the first one seems like the family went to it. Like the first one seems like the more popular
if the family
funeral.
went to the funeral. You think they just gonna show up for a woman they don't know
Yeah.
throwing the
Yeah.
funeral? That don't make
She
no
might have
sense.
been
The
newer
side
wife.
chick. The side chick
Yeah,
lying.
this side chick might
She
be
lying.
trying
She
to
wild.
overstep her
They had a wild
boundaries.
night in Vegas. They got married. She won't let the shit go.
Well, she's seeking $8.5 billion.
I just think got money.
Oh,
Y'all didn't say he had money.
shit.
Well, no, from the
Oh,
funeral
from the
home.
funeral
Yeah,
home,
from the funeral
okay.
home.
She
But she
tweaked.
paid
Oh, she's just trying
$2,500
to come
for
on.
the cremation, but she
If
wants
she can hit that
8.5.
lick,
She hit a
though,
lick.
more
I'm about to
power
say
to
that's
her.
Yeah, and the funeral home said that they are denying everything and they can't talk about it because it's confidential.
I mean, you can't deny everything. He's
How you just
either
gonna
in the
deny everything?
ground or in the
They
earth.
could also go. They could also just go cremate them right now. If the other family not asking them to dig them up, like they ain't gotta prove nothing to them. They just gotta prove ashes. Also, I ain't gotta burn this nigga. I can give you any bit of ashes.
From another
You can't
dead
check.
person.
Can you check the DNA on ashes?
Ooh, that's a good
That's
question.
a great question.
I don't know if you can check the DNA on ashes.
Damn.
They say ashes dust over with, fam.
Torch that nigga.
That make I don't think you can
That's
check
what I'm
the
saying. So if
DNA
you
on
torture
ashes.
motherfuckers,
Oh.
You got a light
No,
gang?
they don't contain DNA.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Oh yeah, I thought you already. Oh nigga, look, the show ain't even started. Oh, Chris got the only light. He ain't lighting it.
I didn't know.
Go ahead, get that started then, son. This ain't gotta get back.
Yeah, it's basically destroyed during cremation.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you could just give her anybody. It doesn't
I
matter.
don't know if I would want to be cremated. That's just
I was
Even
thinking
though
about that
I'm
the other
dead,
day. I
I
don't
don't-
think I do. I think, you know what I mean? I want,
yeah. I want my body to be somewhere.
you know what I'm saying? But
Well,
then,
yeah.
but then also I could feel the like, you know, that my consciousness, my spirit, I mean, will move on. This is just a vessel. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't put too much importance in it. Or I guess maybe I wouldn't in the afterlife, right? For
I'm cool with
now-
getting cremated.
For now, I'm rocking with it.
I'd rather go in the ground.
Then you got to
Back in the
decompose and
earth.
shit, though, is the only thing. I would also like to only be, like, in peak form. You know what I mean? Obviously, when I'm old, inshallah, I've decomposed some. You know what I mean? But do I really want to be, like, skeleton in the ground? Like,
But do you want someone to be able to have your ashes like right here?
That's kind of fly, nigga. Put
that's
me in a
kinda
nice
fly,
vase.
though.
Put
Yeah,
me
that's
in,
kind of fly.
and take me forever.
I would be like, man, put my shit in the ocean, you know what I'm saying? On some Japanese shit, like go out in a boat, you know what I mean? And like, or I don't know, throw my shit off like a volcano or something, you know, some ill shit.
People always try to like Disneyland, Disney World say that people always try to spread their ashes there.
At Disneyland?
Yeah, it's like
That's wild.
yeah, they
what
said
the
that
fuck?
it's like one of like the number one things that happens
What's wrong
there.
with
That's
'em?
weird.
Why they
At Pirates
doing
of the
that?
Caribbean or just everywhere in
No,
Disneyland?
everywhere.
The fuck?
Yeah, they try to spread them there.
Or make my shit into something. Could you make my ashes into a diamond?
Ooh.
Now you thinking.
Now you're
Now you
thinking
thinking.
outside the box.
A painting.
If you
So-
get-
Generational wealth.
That's what it's about. Pass me on. I am money.
If you get cremated, can you still have a funeral where like your body is there? And my next question is like,
I just went to one.
is that a
And then they
rental
cremated-
casket?
Yeah, he was cremated, but you know what I mean? Yeah. We was at the funeral, he was there. And
What
then
happens with that
we was
casket?
sliding. I don't know, I'm not in the casket game.
Is it is it
I
reused?
don't know.
yeah,
Like,
that's
You know
true.
what I
They
mean?
bury
They might
it.
just have.
I've-
So
I don't
they-
want
they
to
might
rent
just-
a
you have a plot.
casket.
They might have a casket at the funeral home. They're like, yo, this is the cremated casket. We do the funeral service first, and then we cremate the person. Then we use this casket. It's way cheaper this way. You know, you only got to probably rent it for $250 or something like that, rather than putting 5 racks on a casket. Casket be expensive.
Expensive.
As
Yeah,
fuck.
funerals are expensive.
Yeah.
And now I was
They
back,
hitting the lick.
I was just back home at the crib. My cousin was talking about how everybody be doing like the last rides now and shit, where niggas be in the back. They got them on the last rides. And
Yeah, that's what we was doing just now. We was like,
Oh, word.
yeah, it was like, I didn't even really know about that shit, but it was like a long ass procession we following. Then I come to find out it's like they stop at a bar and they take like some last shots.
Oh,
Or
word.
some shit
Wow.
like
Word,
that.
got
I don't
it.
know, it was kind of new to me.
Yeah. I was just getting explained to it too.
I was just trying to catch up the whole time. We behind the motherfucking procession. We
Yeah.
just trying to, you know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
miss our beat.
Yeah, that shit is interesting.
So Perhaps one of the biggest stories to come out of the NBA over the last few weeks has been the failed relationship between Britney and PJ Washington.
The biggest stories out of the NBA this
week.
all season.
So she had been following Washington since his days in college, and eventually the two had a son together. In recent months, the relationship has ended, and it now appears as though
She had been following him?
Recent months.
No, he had been.
It only lasted a couple months.
Yeah, she had been following him since his days in college, but also he had been following
Following
her too,
him.
Are we talking
Like
about
how?
social media?
Oh.
That's crazy. We just talk about shit like this now.
Yeah.
She had been following him. I was like, what the fuck that mean?
Yeah, so based on
She behind him and shit. She like.
So based on Washington's accounts of the relationship, she simply was looking to get the bag.
No, she got it.
Yeah. So, for instance, some reported that she's getting $200K per month in child support.
They said it's less than that, though, right?
Yeah, they're
Gangster.
saying that's fake and not true.
Because I didn't think he
So-
was making that much to be 200 racks in a month.
A month, yeah, I don't think.
Wait, but can we backpedal a little bit? Who is Brittany Reiner? What's to her? What's the demo?
She was just the Instagram girl
It's an Insta
who got a
vibe?
fat ass booty.
Okay.
And then on top of that, she wrote a book about all the dudes she had fucked. She was trying to be Corinne Steffens #2.
Wait, she did write a book
She
about
did
all
write
the
a book
niggas
about
she
dudes
knocked
she
down,
fucked, yeah.
ballers, rappers,
everybody.
actors.
Yeah, she was like, these the dudes I fucked. This
Okay,
shit.
she was pulling a superhead vibe.
Superhead vibes. And she just came and commented today and said,
And then he put a baby in her.
And then he decided. So now you not. I already know where you go with this. Let me, let's just let this nigga get through. no. So then he put a baby in her after that because he was
Okay,
like,
cool,
man,
cool. Yeah,
all
tax
these
him.
niggas on the list.
Tax him.
How I'm not on that list?
Tax him.
Yeah. So then he put a baby in her, and they got married though,
him.
right?
Yeah, they got married.
Okay,
For 2
tax
weeks,
him.
right?
Yeah, so they're saying that they got. Hold on.
For
pulling it
All
up.
right,
weeks.
tax
Oh
him.
man.
Yeah, so it's saying that she divorced him 2 weeks after having his baby.
2 weeks.
Tax him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Yeah.
Wow.
She gotta take it off. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta come from the perspective of Vanessa. You feel me? Like a lifelong Vanessa.
Yeah.
And you know, just a hitter of stains.
Yeah.
Like if a stain just presents itself to you, and you are clearly on what you on. Like
Yeah.
you see me outside.
Yeah.
You feel me with a mask on,
Yeah.
lurking, reaching in my, and you walk
And a nigga
up,
walk up
and
with
you
you,
ask
got
for me
money
like,
in his hand.
and you shaking some money, and you like, my phone's not. Can you? You know what I mean? Like what you want me to do? So it's like she already had the book about all the niggas she slayed, and you gonna shoot the club up.
He shot the club
You
up.
gonna shoot the club up and put a ring on it. All right, boy, come on, tax his ass. What the fuck? Open and
Yeah.
shut case, Johnson. Like that's
Yeah.
like you just walked into the motherfucking.
But people felt bad for him because he was posting up, I just want to see my son. And she apparently was posting up, she's going on a tour, a college tour with Tiana Trump.
I ain't gonna speak on
Oh my
nobody's children,
God.
but I will say
Oh, Tiana Trump. Hey, I just want to see
saw the
my
photo.
kids, man.
I saw the photo of the baby with her and Tiana Trump, and it was.
Oh,
like,
no. Oh, yeah,
No.
oh, yeah, I saw your
all
people
the-
in there.
All the guys was in the group chat, like, my God.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's just like, I'm not mad at anybody in the situation. I'm not mad at Shorty because she did exactly what you said.
She did what
She
she
is
was
who
supposed
she
to
is.
do.
She was promoting herself as this
She
person.
did exactly what
She's
she
a
was supposed to do.
professional. Like that's what she does, and she wasn't
She did
lying
what she
about
was
that.
supposed to do.
Nah.
You know,
But
Like-
200 racks though a month. is
200
a-
racks is a lot.
You
That's
gotta
how
know
much
what
she-
you're getting into. You know what I'm saying?
200
Like,
racks a month.
you got to know what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. It's all the information is available. If you choose ignorance, that's on you, gang. Like,
But how long he got to learn this lesson? How
The
long is she
ring,
getting the
though?
money for 200 racks?
18 years?
No, I thought it was spousal supporting this too.
It doesn't. Well, it said that was a lie from the beginning, so I don't know how
This
true.
baby ain't
so
worth
how much money are we
200,000 a month.
talking about? That's over $2 million a year.
that's
Yeah,
a human
that's
life.
somebody
That's over
you
two.
right.
That's almost
But
$2.5 million a year.
Almost
I bet I could buy a baby cash for 200 right now.
200 easy. And he's talking about 2.5 just for 1 year.
Yeah. Also,
I
all
could buy a
PJ,
baby cash for the rest of its life.
200.
So all PJ tweeted was "Stop the cap." That's it. In response to the 200K rumors. So I don't think anyone really knows. How
Well,
much
he was
she's
in the
getting.
luxury cap.
You stop the
He said,
cap.
stop the luxury cap.
You
nigga.
shot the
I need
club
more
up.
money. He said, these niggas need to pay me more.
You put
nigga.
the ring. You stop the cap. He talking about stop the cap, man.
Man.
Let me cut it out though, cause I be over here saying stuff and then people be getting mad at me.
No, you're not wrong.
I ain't gonna lie.
He did wrong. He did wrong. I'm just, he young, and for me, I feel like, oh, when does his lesson When is it over with? When she stopped learning his lesson? 18 years it is?
Well,
Yes.
he's 18 or 19. Hold on.
How old is she?
When the baby is 18.
The baby 18
Oh, I was like,
years.
PJ is young though too.
He
But
25,
never though,
right?
because it never ends.
24, 25?
Man, come on, man. You ain't gotta be.
PJ's 22.
22.
You ain't gotta
Oh,
be
yeah,
no type
baby.
of grown
Yeah, he's a
ass
baby.
man.
Oh, she
to-
hit the lick too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Let me not even shit on bro, cause I ain't gonna lie. It could happen to the best of
At
us.
22?
But no,
Yeah.
actually no. He put the ring on it. His ass was tweaking. He was tweaking because you could make the mistake. You could accidentally, you know what I mean, be off a pill. You know what I'm saying? Be like, man, fuck it. I'm about to hit this shit raw. This shit too critical.
But
You
married.
know? And then, get caught up in a little jank. Shooting the club up to begin with is crazy to me. Have never understood why niggas do that shit. But, maybe it happens. Nigga, you went and put the ring on it. What if he was trying to make an honest woman of it? Was she already pregnant?
No, he wasn't. You think he was really? But she probably was selling
was
him
balling
that.
out of control,
He's 21
boy.
years old. She definitely selling him that. Like,
He was
I'm
jumping
done
at
with
the
the
gym,
streets.
boy.
I wrote the book as my that was my sign off. That was the last thing I was doing. The book, and I'm done. I'm not on that bullshit no more. He probably was like, "Oh, I love you."
His ass was tweaking, boy. If he was in a different walk of life, such imbecility could have got him changed.
Yeah.
That could get you took off this earth if you in a different walk of life, making a tweak like that. Fuck, you know what I mean? He got lucky shit. I ain't gonna lie.
200 racks a month though.
Ooh.
It's bad luck.
In my head, I'm like, is Melinda Gates?
He
getting that
alive.
much?
What? Melinda Gates got
Melinda Gates got
many
what?
bees and then gave it all
Melinda
away.
Gates, yeah, but,
She's probably getting $3
but that's
million a month.
Melinda
No,
Gates.
no,
Why you
but
just
she got
compare
all them
PJ
bees.
Washington to fucking Bill
I
Gates?
just was thinking, like,
She got all them bees though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
different.
it's
That's
so
a
much
different
money.
game.
And also,
Different
I think
level.
they were married, and
Mad
she got like
long.
half of
She
that or
was-
something.
yeah, 'cause she was
Like,
like
she
that.
built the
Yeah,
company
yeah,
with
yeah,
him.
You know what I mean? She was.
right.
You know what I
This
mean?
woman just showed up and married him real quick.
She pulled it though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Which one is this? Melinda? This is for Brittany. Who is this?
for both.
That
I'ma help
for
you.
Brit- that
I'm
shit
gonna
for-
for Brittany.
That shit for Brittany G. No offense, PJG, but for Brittany,
Bread the lit.
you a G. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. Your ass is a grade A finesser. You finesser of the year right now.
Easy.
So, a Wisconsin woman accidentally shot a friend while using the laser sight on a handgun to play with a cat. So, a complaint charging the 19-year-old woman with neglect use of a weapon said she was visiting an apartment on Tuesday afternoon where a 21-year-old man had brought a handgun. So the woman who a witness said had been drinking picked up the handgun, turned on the laser sight, and was pointing it at the floor to get the cat to chase it when the gun went off.
And she shot the dude?
Yes, the man who was standing in the doorway was shot in the thigh. He left and went to another apartment where police found him after responding to a 911 call. So she thought there was no magazine in the gun, so she was using
So now
the laser.
she's charged with some shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It feels like a lot of people like kind of getting what they walked into.
Yeah,
You know?
open and shut case, Johnson.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's like this woman.
Everybody
You
tweets.
let her play with your gun, fam.
How you just
but
gonna let her
he's
play with your
also-
loaded gun?
He's also being charged with violating bond conditions that prevented him from having a weapon.
He had to.
Uh,
he was
yeah,
tweaking.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. What a scene this
You just
place
gonna
is.
let her just play with your
your
gun, with
gun,
the
yeah.
with the
Or a
scope.
cat.
Yeah,
You know
for
what
the
I'm saying?
cat.
Like-
and he was just trying to hit something. You know he was.
I said, yeah, he tweaking. He was trying to be tough and shit
For
and
sure.
everything. I try to not even let
Oh, you ain't never
Shorty
hit
know
one?
I got my blick on me. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep my shit
You ain't never hit one before?
out of sight of people. He was trying to
Damn.
his move.
It's also,
got blicked up.
and he shot, and she shot
She
him.
shot him in the
That's
thigh.
fucked up, though.
Should have could have.
And nigga got back to he went back to his apartment.
He went to another apartment, so they probably had
Oh.
multiple apartments. Multiple
He was like,
people
"Nah, I'll show you I'm good.
I'll catch up with you later.
Nah, I'll show you. I'ma holler at you. I'ma go down to the apartment, see what them niggas talking about.
Hello, 911.
See what them niggas talking about.
Yo, damn, you should have took your blick with you, gang. You just gonna lead a blick knowing that
I
you
forgot
on
that.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't thinking too straight.
Nah.
You think this was before or after he got some pussy? Definitely before.
No, he didn't hit.
He didn't hit.
It was
did he?
I don't
before.
think so at all.
Yeah, he didn't even hit. He ain't even get no head, and he got blicked. Ain't that about a bitch? You thought she was finna get it cracked, and he probably had a fifth of Hennessy,
Nigga left
a
shot.
bunch of Magnums.
Nigga left shot.
This was like his
Had to buy back out the
seductive
Walgreens
game. This is stage one. This is like, I know, yeah, hey, check out this gun. It's got a laser pointer. You met my cat? And like, this is...
It was her cat, right?
First of all,
Oh, I thought they were at his
No,
place.
it was.
Oh, that was all at his place.
I mean, it kind of... I'm not even a cat person.
first
It
of all,
pisses me
that
off.
shit
It was like
highly
this cat was in
irresponsible
danger.
that you just pointing this gun with this laser at this cat.
Yeah.
The
Like,
cat was gonna get in next.
The cat is
she's a
in
menace to
danger.
society, though.
Oh, the
She
cat.
is for sure.
She's got to get that cat taken away from him.
Cat got more lives though.
Yeah. Well,
He
she was
did.
19. He was 21 too. So
Oh, they young too.
they're young for sure.
Oh, okay.
How do you feel about the white population declining? How does it make
Chris,
you
tell
feel?
us how you
not,
really
not,
feel.
Not cognitively, but like, does it elicit any feeling from you? Just the white population is declining.
It's a good question.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, I think that's a natural thing. I feel like everyone's
But how do you really
everyone's
feel?
getting together.
Are you like, oh man,
I like.
our
I always
reign is over?
imagine.
Our reign is coming to an end.
I don't know. I guess a lot of times I don't go like, go whites. That's just
Not
not
every
like
time,
where I live.
but sometimes.
No, I just
I wouldn't
can't-
be mad if you was
I
like,
think,
yo,
I think there's
sometimes.
a lot of people who are just like, you don't really live the life going like, go whites. You just exist in like a privilege and you don't recognize it. You don't really think too much about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that's and then there's people who go whites, and those people are, I don't know. Those people are probably disappointed about this, but like,
What?
I
People ain't gonna go white.
They definitely
all, I
think
white
heard,
supremacy.
all I heard was go whites, and I was like, wait, what are you saying, Chris?
Nah. There's definitely somebody out there. I see. For me, as long as it's coming from a good place. If you was like, for me, I'm rooting for everybody black, right? So if you was to be watching the Olympics and it was all black people racing and it was one white dude, I wouldn't be mad at you for being like, I'm gonna pick this motherfucker. I'm gonna root for him because he's the only white dude up there. But if you was to be like, go whites, it's different. But if you was like, I'm fucking with the white dude because he's the only white dude in this competition. Like, do you ever watch like a rap battle? I know you watched 8 Mile and was like, go
He felt
Eminem.
good. Yeah,
He was like,
felt
go
good.
Eminem.
Point
And it
blank.
wasn't racist. It was just like,
Professor on AM1.
I guess so. We're not all rooting for
Love the
Eminem.
professor.
and one
Professor from M1.
I even like the professor. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm employing all types of subtle black supremacy throughout my day. You know what I mean? Whether it's Postmates, Uber, like I'm definitely only tipping black Ubers and Postmates. You know what I mean? I'm doing that.
That's
you know
what I'm
I mean?
saying.
That's just where I'm at with it.
Ah.
So if you like, I only like
Yeah.
Professor videos, I get it.
No,
I would feel you.
No, I don't have that many active choices in that sense. I mean, I try to
Acts of white
like-
supremacy daily.
like I like supporting minority businesses. Like I'm more in that side, you know. Personally, I'm not like
We
My
know.
nigga.
go whites. You know what I mean? That's
You
not.
passed the test, man.
But
I don't know. He failed the white test.
Well,
Whites are
we
listening
not-
like he
we not
disappointed me.
testing him for
I'm
white
joking.
allegiance.
yeah, I don't know.
No, you shouldn't, Chris.
I don't. I think it's I think it's cool
I think
to
it's a
have
real
nieces and
tragedy,
nephews that are
personally.
have different races, and like I think that you become a better person the more people you know from different backgrounds.
Of course.
So I think it's fucking dope. You know what I mean? That means that more people are meeting more people and opening up their own minds.
Send
Yeah.
home the
Tender
niggers and the Mexicans. White power. I think it's a real tragedy, personally. Too many niggers. I swear to God, they over there sick too. They had a meeting when they seen that shit. They was like, "What we gonna do about this shit, man?"
Well, this is the biggest narrative. This is what's scary. Is that
you got your tiki torch, man. I got my shit, man.
white
Let's
supremacy?
ride out.
White supremacy already be based on a lot of the theory of that they will be gone from America.
You will
Yeah.
not replace us.
So
You
yeah,
will not. That's how they
so
coming.
getting news like this for I guess white supremacists is probably like
Shattering.
exactly.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah,
is like
this
a
is
talking
why
point of their
motivation.
meeting.
It's
For
motivation.
sure.
They blicked
Yeah.
up. They cleaning their guns.
They've been blicked up.
Yeah, they cleaning their guns right now. They sharpening their motherfucking, the ends of their tiki torches.
And
so
they
it
putting
could
their
be a
posters
functional-
together.
Functional weapon. They on
Making
Facebook.
their laser pointers are working on
They
the
ass
edge
on
of their
Facebook
guns.
for real. They unifying on Facebook right
Yeah,
now.
that's fucking scary, man.
I don't know. That shit don't scare me. I was talking to my homie the other day, man. Like, I feel like it must be because I'm, coming from Chicago and I never really had to deal with racist violence that wasn't enacted by the police. You know what I'm saying? That, like, the idea of white supremacist violence, it just doesn't, like, doesn't elicit any fear in me because my mind has always been like, whenever I dealt with some shit like that, kids that said nigga to me in school or anything like that got beat the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, I never dealt with white supremacist violence in a way where I couldn't win with my violence. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's so much different for other people in other places of the world. But I kind of be like, man, y'all niggas is wearing Teva sandals and like, boy, you talking about you burning Nikes, but you burning them grandpa ass Nikes, man. Y'all ass goofy.
Yeah, for me, the same thing. For me, I've never been like, oh, white
Afraid
supremacists
of white
are coming.
supremacists, right.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, it is also, like you said, because we are so far removed from it as well. Like, we not down south.
Right.
We didn't grow up down south where motherfuckers are like, nah, you get on the back road, nigga.
Because low-key, I be over there sometimes in Texas, and I be at the gas station, I be like,
nigga, first of all, just being from Chicago, you just obviously, I mean, automatically observe it as a motherfucker. You just observing it all the time. So for me, going anywhere that, nigga, I could go to the OC and I start looking crazy around.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm just like, I don't know, fam.
You're right. Sometimes when I do get over there,
Yeah, I
No,
feel it don't matter
fam.
where I am. I'm looking around.
sometimes when I
always
get
looking what's going
outside
on.
the city, and I guess it's probably because I spend so little time outside the city, but sometimes when I do get over there, even the OC or like when I'm in Michigan,
Yeah,
you know what I
just
mean?
like
Some
random
of those
places.
type of
Middle
places.
America.
Low key, I did pull up to the liquor store in Michigan the other day in Middle America, and I got out and I felt like this nigga was looking at me
Man.
real tough out the car window, and in my mind I was like, I ain't even Black Lives Matter today. I'm just trying to get, I was like, I'm just trying to get my cigarettes a slide. I ain't got no pipe on me, nothing. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting that white power.
You gotta make
Motherfucker run up on me with that shit. I'm getting that Trump.
you gotta make a decision. I was just telling a story today. Like, I was at a wedding trying to buy this little gold chain, just to get my little fit together. And I went to this store, whatever, and I had my mask on. This was like middle of the pandemic. And it was out in the OC. They were still letting motherfuckers do stuff and marry people and do all type of shit. You can still just live out there. And wasn't nobody rocking masks. But I'm like, all right, whatever. I got my mask on. Homie, like, what you want? Told me I want to change. Like, come back in like 20 minutes. I'm going to have a cut for you. I'm like, all right, cool. I left out, came back in. When I came back, my man was having a full-on speech about how in this shop, mask will not be required. And I'm like, fam, I'm the only nigga here. I'm the only black person here automatically. And I have a mask on. Now I feel super uncomfortable because I'm like, yo, fam, I'm alone in this bitch. And then as I'm ringing up, I realized he had this big-ass Trump poster behind it. I was just like, even though this only 45 minutes from the crib, this still is a different world I'm in out here. Completely different world. This was like the middle of the pandemic where I'm like, everybody was wearing their mask. There was no vaccination at the time. And I was just like, these motherfuckers are living a completely different life. So for me, whenever I think about that being so close to LA and then just middle America, I'm like, nigga, you really don't know what go on out there.
To God.
You really don't be knowing. And niggas be getting off that we will never hear about it. We'll never hear about it.
You drive by some guys like in Middle America, and they like have, I think this was in Middle America, maybe this was in California. They just have straight up like racist decals on their truck, just like the white power like hand signal, like just on their truck. And they're just like very forward with like, hi, I'm a racist, and I'm declaring it on my truck, and it feels fucking weird for me. So
you got it, champ. I ain't even trying to hang out over here. No lie.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I used to work out off Beverly and shit, and I'm with my trainer. He like this 6'5", gigantic Native American nigga and shit. Shout out to my nigga Josh. And so I'm over there with him. I'm in the alley in the back. This like the day when we flip the tires and shit. So we flipping the tires, hitting the shit. You know, a truck driver comes into the alley to like drop something off to the store that's next door, you know, or the establishment next door. And he has the Trump hat on. Probably 2019, I would say. And my mind was like, just let it go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't even be a part of that shit. And so, and Josh, he already know me, so he like, yeah, man, you know. So I just walk in to go get a drink of water, you know. And in my mind, I'm like, man, his Trump hat ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? It's not impacting your life at all. You know what I'm saying? But when I came out, my feet, they just kept walking. You know what I'm saying? My mind was trying to stay back here, but my feet was like, what you mean we ain't finna run up on this nigga?
Yeah.
You know how we coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instantly had to run up on him. Man, you know what's the hat, you know what I mean? You know that's disrespectful, that's racist to a lot of people, that symbolizes a lot of hate and ooh. You know, I mean, the nigga took the hat off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know?
yeah? I wondered how he responded.
he took the hat off because I pressed him.
Yeah, most of the time you press motherfuckers.
What was he going to do with
off.
me? He
Yeah.
was going to fight me. It wasn't going to work out how he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And my nigga back here, nobody can fight him. You know what I'm saying? So he took the hat off. He was like, got in the car. He was like, I'm going to put it back on when I leave.
Yeah.
I was like,
And you like, that's fine.
that's cool.
That ain't got
dude.
shit to do with me,
Just don't
fam.
have that shit nowhere near me. But now I'm getting that. Man, I ain't trying to talk to nobody with that shit. Decals and shit. Go ahead, be racist, man. Let's keep it away from me.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I feel like that if that happens to that dude, he like has no way to say that he doesn't know that that's what it means. So like in a way, I'm thankful that that happened to that dude. That you know what I mean.
He knows
That
that.
dude
But-
knew what that meant.
You
But
ain't
I don't.
done.
I hate
You're
that.
not
I'm not
educating
saying
that
you have
guy.
that responsibility, but in a way, you kind of are. You gave him an experience where he might turn around and go one of these crazy. You know what I mean?
That's
and
how he comes.
and just use it to fuel himself. But
Sure.
also,
He
he
went and
might
did the Boys in the
fucking
Hood.
second guess
Back at the
it.
crib and shit was swinging at the crib like, oh, that motherfucker, Vic Mensa again. That nigga. For sure, he was pissed. That shit just makes them more bad.
Yeah.
Because
you
also
only
They
add
use
the
it to fuel
the
their fire,
for
yeah.
sure.
Whenever
Damn.
you press a racist, it pisses them off because it makes them feel like, yo, I can't do anything about it, and that's what makes me even more mad. Until you meet, of course, one racist, they'll be like, oh, I want to fight, and then half of that's going to end, half of
They
that's going
be
to end.
few and far between.
Yeah,
though. I feel like
few and far between.
way more of them are just on
Cowards.
some like
And then a team of,
yeah,
like, we need each other
silence.
because we're all cowards.
cowardly
Yeah.
silence.
Yeah. It's, I mean, we've talked about this before, but it is like the lowest percent of white people that are just like, this is all we got.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of times. in
What do you mean
those,
by
like,
the lowest percent?
I think in the KKK world, in like these alt-right worlds, I think it's a lot of people who are like, no, we need white power. That's all I have personally. That's like what those people are going through. You know what I mean?
It's like
They live in their fucking trailer park and they're
I feel
like,
them, though. I
what's
ain't
the
gonna
best
lie.
way
I'm
to say that I'm legit at all? It's my
feel
skin
them.
color. And then they, you know
They've
what I
been
mean?
misled. I ain't gonna lie. It's like it's definitely difficult for me, but I know that like the actual path is not, staying up late at night watching YouTube videos titled "Racist Getting Knocked Out" like I used to do. You know what I mean? Because low key, it's like there's an empathetic perspective that'd be far more beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel them. They've been finessed. They got sent off. They got told that just by the strength of your birth, you should have all these privileges. Now they dying of heroin overdoses and shit. They done been raped by their cousin 3 times. All type of shit. They incestuous. You know what I mean?
What?
They look like Steve Bannon. You know what I mean? It's patchy skin, all, and they looking at niggas like us, healthy, glowing, you know what I mean? Athletic, artistic, intelligent. They like, what the fuck? This ain't what y'all told me this shit was supposed to go like.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
And I mean, in a similar Afghanistan way, I also think it was like manipulated a long time ago. They had like indentured servants and slaves come over, and then they made those white slaves feel like they were superior when they
Let's
both
chill
got
out
out.
with the white slaves,
But-
man.
But by giving them, by the indentured servants, by being like, once you're free, you're better than the black person. And then they just like waged the poor people against each other and fueled racism in order to benefit the rich. You know what I mean? Like that's what they gave them. And so these people are having their world shattered, but they're all fucking, I'm not saying they're just fucking manipulated into being fucking racist. They are racist. I'm not saying anybody like these, these
talking
all
about these
right people,
Yeah.
these KKK people, these all right
Everybody racist,
dudes.
man.
Yeah, but I'm talking about those people who are
Very
like,
racist.
this is what we got. People who are mad by reading that article.
Yeah, like I said, the people who are racist are individuals who understand if you were to even the playing field, I would be at the bottom. And I can't sacrifice that. So we need us to stay on top so that I can't be at the bottom. Like most of the motherfuckers who, you racist anyway, you meet them and it's like, this person understands they're the least, they're the weakest of their kind. And they may already feel as though they're inferior.
I ain't gonna lie though, man. Look at UFC. All
What's your plot twist right now? All the white dudes?
Look at UFC. All them white motherfuckers in the UFC racist as hell.
A lot of them do be racist.
You know what I mean? All them Justin Gaethje, all the illest niggas too, they racist as hell. And I got a theory about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel that when you that tough, and because they're not all just the racists are not just the weakest of the white race, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying weakest as far as physically.
Man, them niggas tough. Them niggas is tough.
I'm saying weakest in the sense of like, as far as getting ahead in life. When racists look at what is needed for the racist is the person who
they spiritually weak for sure.
That's what I'm saying. And I would say even mentally a lot of times.
And definitely mentally. I also feel like it's just like it's ego. You know what I'm saying? And the human condition is ego. Definitely the male condition. You know what I mean? The human condition in general, but men are obviously extremely egotistic. So when you look at those guys who could literally whoop 99% of the planet, you know, I be looking at them and seeing how they all fuck with Trump and how they all on some like racist shit.
They
and
do.
Being like, I kind of get where they coming from though, because they like, boy, I could whoop everybody. How you supposed to tell me to be sorry? You know what I mean? And because I know that they feel like acknowledging something as simple as Black Lives Matter is like bending the knee. You know what I'm saying? They see equality or acknowledgement of black people as equals, you know what I'm saying, as bending the knee, because that's not what they were sold.
But they look at us as a group and not as people, right? Like, it's something as simple as Black Lives Matter. White people believe it's a group, right? They only believe it as a group. They don't even understand the statement as you just simply saying, Black Lives Matter. They look at it as like, I'm not supporting that group. And you're like, what are you talking about?
It can't get, that's
what
how
are you
know.
even talking about? Like, so I think where the disconnect is a lot of times that, like you're saying, Black Lives Matter or bending the knee is that they think they're supporting a group or some kind of fucking organization instead of just the equality of a human being. It's saying this person should have the same rights as me. They think, oh no, if I say I'm supporting Black Lives Matter, they're getting more. And you're like, yeah, more is still less than. Are you not understanding that?
It just lets you know that we are in super America. You know what I mean? I feel like we've transitioned into hyper America. And not that America hasn't been hyper America before, but we're just in a fucked up, crazy time when a statement as simple as Black Lives Matter, a simple sentence like that, is controversial. You know what I mean? You ain't even really got to dissect it. It's like, this shit is fucked up. Clearly, motherfuckers think there's a problem with the idea that Black lives do matter. All right, cool. Don't even worry about it. That's a problem for you. Don't even worry about it.
That's how I feel. That's where I had to.
Don't even worry about it.
I had to get there though. I had to get there because
I was mad before.
Yeah, I was super mad, and you had every right to be mad though as well. But you're super mad, and you feel as though it's not your duty because white people they need to be educated, but they don't need to be educated all at the same time. They can educate themselves. They choose not to. They choose not to. It's super easy. They choose not to. So it's not really when I used to get into the arguments with people about Black Lives Matter or anything surrounding that, I had to then dig with them and be like, hey, dude, this is not even a battle you're going to win most of the time. Wow. So are you going to really drain your own energy each time? You know who you can get through to pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. You have a conversation with somebody, you know who maybe needs something to be explained versus somebody who wants to drain you.
Right.
And I ain't giving you my soul, fam. You can have a lot of shit, but I ain't about to let you just sit here and play with me. I ain't about to play games with you.
I ain't gonna lie. That be the thing, man. I feel like my peace of mind is so much more important than like being right in arguments with stupid people. You know what I mean? And I used to get caught up in that shit a lot. And I'm just trying consciously to be like, man, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Yo ass an idiot from the jump. I ain't even got time for it.
This week we have another amazing sponsor. If you're a busy guy, stop thinking about what to wear and just embrace the radically efficient Mack Weldon Daily Wear System. The Daily Wear System is a selection of clothes rooted in smart design, made with performance fabrics and built to work together. From breathable t-shirts and polos to stylish button-ups and shorts, underwear, and everything in between, Mack Weldon makes it easy for you to dress for work, leisure, and play, or wherever your summer takes you. Buy some time this summer with the Mack Weldon Daily Wear System. For 20% off your first order, visit mackweldon.com/wineandweed and enter promo code wine and weed. That's mackweldon.com/wineandweed. Promo code wine and weed for 20% off. Mack Weldon, radically efficient wardrobing. All right, y'all, we've all been there. We're trying to pay off our debt month after month and nothing is working. Our bills are behind and we just are trying to get ahead. If you're carrying a credit card balance month after month, it can feel like you're in a never-ending cycle of debt. Upstart can help you make the final payment so you can finally get ahead. If you dread looking at your credit card statements, you're not alone. Debt can feel crippling and honestly, it's pretty miserable, but Upstart can help you on your path to financial freedom. So many Americans experience financial hardships in the last year. Upstart can help you regain your footing and get things back on track. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/wineandweed. That's upstart.com/wineandweed. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/wineandweed.
Where you from?
I'm from K-Town. First I moved to M-Town.
Word.
I'm from Austin, yeah.
Where'd you go to high school at?
Whitney Young, nigga.
All right.
I told you
Damn.
this shit.
Yeah, you did.
We was
tell
the
me
same high
that.
school.
That
Y'all
shit
went to the same high
crazy.
school?
He younger than me. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Oh,
crazy.
shit.
Yeah.
Right, because you
I hooped
said
and played
Shoke
baseball.
went there with
Shoke,
you too.
yeah, Shoke was there. That's my nigga. Yeah, that's my guy. Whitney Young was great. I tell niggas all the time, Whitney Young was great for me because I lived in the hood. So for me, I got to have these two extremes of a world each day. And to me, it made the most leveled person that was like, yo, I go back home to keep me grounded to the crib, to the hood every day.
I hated it when I was
Me too.
there because I just hated high school.
All day.
You know what I mean?
Skipped
But-
every day I could.
But it's crazy. Yeah, I was always going. I was finessing.
It was
going
off campus
crazy.
lunch, nigga. I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, I was. But like looking back, I'm like, a lot of my guys that, you know, I'm locked in with my brothers to this day.
Because all my friends, like, went to Harvard and Yale after fucking school or Brown or this school or Howard or blah, blah. And motherfuckers like, oh, all your friends, like, doing really well. I'm like, most of my friends are doing well from high school, though. And that'd be dope to see niggas really thriving in their own industries. I'm older than you, so it'd be like, niggas that I'm like, I thought was going to make it and I really believed them was going to make it, have made it. And I'd be
That's
like, yo, nigga, that's dope as fuck because from this day I knew you was going to do this. And now you really doing it to this level. And I'm like, it should be dope. It'd be dope as fuck,
man.
yeah.
They try to kick us all out. They just couldn't get me because I had the grades, you know?
Yeah.
And so I was like, take this shit to trial.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to take it to trial. I got this 4-point, you know, I can't fold. But
Oh, you was doing amazing
Damn.
over there.
yeah, I was like,
Oh,
I
that's
had
great.
a grade.
Not
And
me, nigga.
My pops is
They
like,
hated me, nigga.
my pops ain't going. He like a PhD and shit. And so I was just like, you know, school always was easy for me. And I was also a grade A finesser. So it's
Yeah.
like, if I got your information plus my information, then, you know, two heads are better than one. So,
First of all, my school, I thought niggas was lame and corny and shit.
yeah.
So
That
for
was
me,
exactly
I was
how
a
I
cool
coming.
nigga. So I was like, these niggas is corny. I don't give a fuck about them. So for me, I didn't want people to think I was smart because they would put me in circles I didn't want to be in. That was in my head. This is a smart
hilarious.
high school theories that I had going on. It's not just making any sense. But in my head, I was like, this is a way to protect yourself from the weirdos. You
Don't
make them
be
think you're
too
stupid.
smart.
Yeah. You make them think
smart.
you're stupid.
Show your work. How did you get
Yeah,
this
she wanted to
answer?
show every. Oh, nigga.
And I'm like, bitch, I got the
hated it.
answer
Yeah.
because I got
Oh,
it.
man.
Why is you
That
worried
was me.
about how I'm getting the answer? It's
That was
right,
me.
isn't
That
it?
was me all day with her, fam. I used to be like, yo, why you tripping?
It's
If I-
right,
yeah.
is it not?
Yeah, I swear to God. I got in a fight in her class one time. I had to sit up a nigga in her class one time. I'm just thinking about high school. High school was fun, though.
I got in this fight. This what all the guys got expelled. You know, a bunch of the guys got expelled from this shit. So I got into it with some seniors when we was sophomores. One of my guys had hit somebody's girlfriend, not like physically, but you know,
Yeah, we got
sexually.
Yeah.
And, you know, niggas was mad, blah, blah, blah. The shit turned into, I'm down there, you know, this 6'3" ass nigga, I'm probably 5'5" at this point in time. He see me, he like, there go that bitch ass nigga right there. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? He's standing in the middle of all my guys too. I'm like, whoa, this nigga is brave, you know? So I slide my backpack off and I pushed the two people to the side of me and I was like, man, I ain't never been no bitch. And I jumped up and I snap kicked him in the mouth.
What?
I'm a black
You
belt.
snap kicked a 6'3" guy?
I'm like a double black belt. I've been doing this shit since I was a little kid. I knew my only chance of, you know, survival here was quick strike.
My only chance was to double snap kick the nigga mid-air.
It had to be quick strike. And I had Timbs on and everything, you know. Black Timbs, so you know what type of time I was on. I knew it was cracking already that day. And so, you know, it all went down. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? They let him go. He all bleeding, smiling. He like, yeah, you know, clearly psychotic.
Yeah, you like, this
So-
might be turned out bad.
So you gonna let that guy just go, but leave me in the office? I'm talking to Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris like, man, you know, man, you shouldn't have done that. You know, you're gonna get suspended, but you know, I'm gonna make sure that you are all right. You know what I'm saying? Later on down the line, I know Dr. Kenner was there when you was there.
Of course.
Shit went bad for the dude because they let him go. So he went and fought two more of the guys until he met the final boss. And my nigga Reese, you know, toppled him, broke his clavicle, changed his whole life, you know. The nigga he wasn't never the same after that. But I'm in the office with Dr. Kenner, and she like, yeah, everybody involved in this has to be expelled, you know.
Yeah.
And
Because
all that shit Mr. Harris was talking about, Mr. Harris ain't saying a word. Mr.
Damn.
Ladiak was like, in his own words, I ain't gonna lie, Vic low key a decent nigga though. That was
Miss Ladiak was white, y'all. Miss Ladiak was white.
he ain't say it like that, but that was his energy. Was I ain't gonna lie, like Vic's not a bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. Public school is extremely racist.
I'm sure private school is too. Just school
Yeah.
in America.
You guys
I
had
didn't go to private school.
you guys have pretty good teachers at Whitney Young, right? Did you feel
would
like
say we probably
while you
had
were there,
good-
did you
Actually,
feel
had
like
good
these are
teachers
good
at school.
teachers?
I connected with one of my teachers. Like
Yeah.
one of my teachers was really cool. About two of my teachers was cool with me. But you know what it is? Honestly, man, throughout all of school, I never liked school. They put me in like a developmentally challenged class when I was in kindergarten. Threw my whole vibe off, you know. But the whole time for 12 years. But the only times I did have black male teachers, we could
It was
communicate.
great. It was great.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It's great.
I had two black male teachers. We could communicate. Black female teachers. We could communicate.
We could,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? But other than that, in general, teachers was my ops though, because I could tell what was going on.
Yeah, certain teachers you would get vibes from. Like there were teachers that you understood. Like there's just something about a black woman as a teacher that's just, to me, is the most fucking understanding person. Understands how to communicate with you. That you like, okay, cool. I had Miss McClinton. I don't know if she was there when you was there, but Miss McClinton she's probably retired. I think she passed away now. I think she was retiring like some years after that. But Miss McClinton was just the softest black lady who I just loved her English class. I was just like, yo, I just like coming here just because you know how to communicate with me and you get me. But the rest of the teachers, just because I was labeled as like a bad kid. I definitely was. I was labeled as a bad kid. I didn't think I was bad. I thought like if I went to my neighborhood school to Austin or Collins or the Crane or anything, motherfuckers would be like, this nigga's a goody
Yeah, if you
two-shoe.
was at Crane,
This nigga a goody
it
two-shoe.
would've
This
been a
nigga
whole
a good ass
different
kid.
narrative.
But at Whitney Young, I was labeled nonstop as like, this nigga's a menace. Y'all watch out for this kid. Miss McClinton was like one of the only teachers who like truly understood me and was like, no, this kid is not a menace. This kid got energy. He funny. And he fucking, I don't know, he a little wild, but he ain't a menace. My other teachers used to, man.
I smoked a lot in high school. And they had to try to get me out. I was doing everything in that bitch. I was fighting every year. I was trapping, stealing, having my whole way. I can't even be mad at them.
Hell no. The creator of Batman was definitely homophobic. Yeah, he definitely was racist. That shit was created to win.
Did
And
they-
like,
Why you think he put them in them leotards then?
Yeah, wasn't Robin's
Oh,
backstory that he's like an acrobat or something?
That shit.
Why y'all
kinda-
saying he was just trying to like?
that shit coming off fake Geechee.
He's like a circus guy. I could see him being, you know,
Let me see.
I could see that kind of being in his character.
That man was
actually
created-
low key.
1939.
Oh, he.
They had gay niggas in 1939.
So
They
his
had gay niggas
creator's
at the beginning of time. I don't think gay niggas were invented. I don't think gay niggas were invented. What year they come out?
I'm just
No
joking.
pun
I
intended.
don't even want to take this one too
What year
far.
they come out? No pun
This
intended.
motherfucker's getting.
It's like a Bert and Ernie
No,
thing,
it's
though.
funny. We're allies. We can have a joke.
Word.
It's a Bert.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a Bert and Ernie situation where you're like, I
Yeah.
guess we knew that.
Bert and Ernie came out
Oh,
as
Bert
gay.
and Ernie is
They
gay?
did, yeah.
Okay, that
And we
makes
was
a
like
lot
them
of
niggas
sense.
that
Yeah, you're
full
like,
on
yeah.
bad time together.
Them niggas, yeah, they
Rubber
hella lived
ducky.
together
That
and
shit.
shit. They was, yeah, I get it.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
No doubt.
That's what's up, Robin.
I don't like the twist gay, the one where you're like, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really into Harry Potter, but
Yeah, J.K.
Dumbledore
Rowling.
being
gay,
gay.
low-key.
No,
Wait,
but
who?
Dumbledore was gay.
Oh,
And
he was
Dumbledore kinda-
definitely gay.
He kind of act gay though.
but no, but they
he
never
was?
gave
like
us
a very
no-
wise elder gay man.
Yeah, he dated the guy from I'm a Harry Potter nerd.
Oh
sorry.
yeah, he was. in
Oh,
love
so you
with that
kinda
other
felt
wizard.
like
the
it
other
the
wizard
whole
that
time.
leads the second.
Why was he so close
Wait
to the
a
other
minute.
wizard?
Wait, everybody else hated this. Why y'all so on the side of this?
I like
Everybody
Well,
else
because
Dumbledore in
what
Harry
was that
Potter.
other wizard's
He's
name?
the one that the feast, the
The
Fantastic
other-
Beast.
it
what's
was
his
this
name?
other-
Grimaldi.
No,
Grimwald.
Grimwald. Yeah.
And there was this
No,
other. There was this other very powerful
The big one, right?
wizard, and he really
no,
rocks
that,
with dude.
no, that was his homeboy.
Oh, who you talking about?
No,
This is from.
this nigga was not in the book, but they would
Yeah.
mention him in Harry Potter.
So you know the new Harry
Wait, y'all
Potter
niggas
movies?
talking about some underground Harry Potter nigga? That
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
niggas are way too lit for me.
Yeah, no,
Fam, I'm
super
like,
deep.
yeah, like I'm not deep.
I read all the
See,
books.
nah,
my,
nigga.
Me too,
my
me too.
sister
I
is
Cliff
like a
Notes
Harry
some
Potter.
shit.
She like an extreme Harry Potter nerd.
Harry-
I read all the books. I seen.
But
all
you
the
felt like it
movies.
was baked in the whole time.
No, I didn't. But I'm also not mad because even to me, I'm thinking about the movie and like I could see Dumbledore being gay. He never had any women in his life. You know what I'm saying? He definitely.
What
was,
movies you seen with wizards just popping bitches off, just running through?
Nigga, if I could do magic, you think I would not know bitches?
bitch. More women
Nigga, I got bitches cause I got magic. If I had explicit magic like that, like you think I'm just gonna be having all this magic?
But
and
did nobody
I
else
can't
have no
use that
women
to
either?
get no hoes?
You could say that about anybody. Did nobody have no chicks? Only
What?
Harry.
Harry,
Barely.
but
at
Harry
the
had
end.
all
Yeah,
his
did
hoes.
Harry
They-
even
they
have
was all
chicks?
messing around. Harry had
Yeah.
his demo.
What about the other
Ron
fucking-
Well, they
and,
were trying to kill a whole
Hermione
The
village.
other
and-
professor. The other professor.
Oh, Snape?
Yeah, Snape ain't never had no chicks around.
Snape was in
all
love
the
with
niggas
Harry's
that play
mama.
snitch, all the niggas that play
He was what?
Quidditch.
Yes.
All the
This
niggas
is-
that
this
play
I feel like
Quidditch.
that's a big
Yes.
I
spoiler.
don't trust her, fam.
I'm a Harry
Yes,
Potter
sir.
person.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That happened.
I-
Snape was in love with Harry Potter mama.
Yes.
Dumbledore had no love interest.
no-
There were
no
female,
love.
and the only people that you heard about, you know what I mean, in association to Dumbledore was this other wizard that
Yeah.
was, you know, really close to him.
Topping them off.
I can't say all that, but I'm just saying.
I thought you read the book.
Now they had their magic wands and everything. I don't know what
That's
they
not
was
in the book.
doing.
A
with
full
them.
chapter. Of
Yeah, it's
It's
fantastic.
just erotic
Beasts.
sex, a full chapter of
Fantastic
Dumbledore sex in the book.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't think
But people
about
didn't
Dumbledore.
like that. People didn't like that. They felt like J.K. Rowling was just
Was
trying
reaching.
to
She
jump
was
on.
trying to
the-
add on to
yeah,
the demo.
yeah. She's like, let me get a part of that shit. People getting checks from this. Let me say that Dumbledore. But if y'all both are like enthusiasts of Harry Potter,
Yeah.
y'all seem legit, and y'all saying that Dumbledore is
I'm
gay.
just saying it's not out of the realm of
I'm
possibility.
saying I'm okay with it now because I only watch the movies,
I'm
but I
cool
love
with
the
it.
movies.
I mean, it's not my space to be cool with it or not cool with it, but it's not out of the realm of possibility for the story because Dumbledore, as I have clearly stated, ain't had no bitches the whole time, and he got the most magic capabilities. So that shit
Don't add up.
don't add
That
up.
shit don't add up at all. That's fair.
Hey G, I think the coronavirus is back, folks. Motherfucker talking about U.S. could soon hit more than 200,000 new coronavirus cases per day. But that's why I stopped reading the news, is because they be scaring the motherfucker with that shit. But is this shit fully back? What's going on?
Where's that?
What y'all think?
I think it is fully back.
It's finna come right. It's finna really be that again, right?
Are we going
And what
full
we gonna
quarantine
do?
again?
What we gonna do? Because you still get it. Like the homie just got it, and he was vaxxed. Mind you, he did have the Johnson & Johnson. He was non-committed.
Okay, okay, nigga. What you not gonna do is
He was
dog my man for having the job.
No. I'm not dogging him, but he was non-committally vaxxed. If we're being a buck,
Okay.
you know what I mean? The double shot, you get higher. You know,
My sister and
So
her
you've won?
family had the double vax shot, and they both
and you can
just
still
got
get it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So actually,
Somebody just died.
A lot of people
actually,
are getting it.
broski, my bad. I wasn't trying to shit on you for your Johnson & Johnson. I take it back.
No,
But
actually, one of my friends got it right now too. I know,
Yeah,
like,
you
a
could.
few
That's what
people
I'm
that
saying.
have
You
it.
could still get
Yeah.
that bitch.
A Southwest employee not only was fully vaccinated, has just passed away.
We got to fully mask up again, right? We got to
Yeah.
full blown, and
I
we got to
think
chill
so.
out, right?
Yeah.
I
We
think
gotta
that's
stop
the
being
only
around so
thing
many
we
people,
know.
right?
He about to get up right now and walk out.
He must be like, all right, yeah. It's
Fuck
real.
that, holla, y'all, all right.
I'm a
Shows up, all right.
Man, that's rough.
Because I be looking at pictures, like I be looking at pictures of functions and shit, and I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? I've been teed up through the shit. I was definitely teed down for the first, I don't know, April, March to like October. But come Halloween, we had a busting ass house party on Bro Grave. It was rocking. But when I look at photos of other people at parties and videos, I be like, yeesh. You know what I mean?
Jeez, what y'all niggas doing?
I be like, geez. So that's how y'all feel? But damn, so we probably gonna have to stop functioning and shit, right?
It's tough, man. I mean, it's also like, it's one of those things where it's at least people with the vaccine aren't like being hospitalized as high. It's super rare for them to die.
They still getting it.
So
though,
yeah,
kid.
we're still getting it, but
Motherfuckers still
And
getting it.
schools are about
Bro
to
said he
So-
was
reopen, too.
sick. Like,
Do you
he
think
said
we
when he got
just-
it, he was sick, bro. I mean, he never got
Yeah.
it before. I got it once, before I was vaccinated. But he said he was sick, man. You know what I'm saying?
really sick.
Well, not for too long, but he definitely was like, man, I felt like I was gonna die. I felt like I was dying the first day. I was like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? And he had to, he had to Vizax. So what's going on? What we gonna do here, man?
Yeah, it just gets so complicated because it's just like,
What we gonna do?
know, of course, it's probability. Of course,
I'm trying to
it's-
wife up.
You got
Motherfucker
to.
can't be out here knocking all type of shit down.
No, you got to.
No, sir.
One household.
You
If
damn
we get the vid together, baby. Me and you together. We gonna vid it up.
we go ride the Rona.
We are. If I'm going out, you going out with me, right? Love. Cough in my mouth.
It is easier to go.
What?
It is easier to go into like the grocery store or like public places now with a mask than it was last time. Like I remember the first time you went to like stores for long periods of time with the mask, it was like a fucking panic attack situation. But now it's kind of like at least the world's more used to, okay, I'm going to throw on this mask and go inside. But I don't really like the idea that it's going to be like that forever.
We gotta keep it pushing. I ain't gonna lie, cause I've been slacking on my macking with the masks. I ain't gonna lie, but man, I'm finna kick it into full gear. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start really rocking the full blown, drill mask, the ski mask, the killer joint. I do like that shit though, cause I ain't gonna lie, it's like it's a whole nother level of detachment. Like I wear sunglasses so I
But
can
then
feel
your mouth
like,
out still.
No,
You gotta get
I got
the
the
one,
joint.
get the
I got
cover.
the joint that's just the
Oh,
eyes.
just the eyes.
Just
Just
the
this.
eyes,
Yeah,
like
of course. Yeah.
like the thermal, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
of course.
And yeah, man, it's like a whole nother level. I walked into CVS with that bitch about 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was finna stick that bitch up. You know, like I felt like for sure I'm gonna stick this motherfucker up.
And they just
And-
checked out.
Yeah, but I just walked in. You know, I might have hit a stain. On my way out. Cause why wouldn't I hit a stain? Like, how could you ever say that it was me? You know?
That's the only thing about the mask is that it's like, I gotta respect you. I respect you for doing social distancing and wearing your mask. But also when niggas go in certain places with masks, I'm like, ain't no way for you to tell fam who in here and who not.
Yeah.
It's a little wild that we at a time that we like, nah, we gotta trust everybody that walk in this bitch.
I was wearing that shit like like when I was down there in Atlanta and shit, you know, they all wearing those full face masks.
Yeah.
It got to the point where I forgot I had it on, you know, because when we was just doing the music, everybody wearing them bitches and shit on and off. By the time the show comes around and I'm still wearing this shit, I'm like, everybody's acting kind of hostile to me when I come into rooms, you know. It's not, I'm not like cognizant of the fact that I got this full blown face mask on, so I'm walking in the rooms and people is like not greeting me so nice, and I'm like, "What's up, my nigga? What's up, man?" I'm like, "What's going on, Migos?" You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, get mad.
I'm like, "Why everybody looking at me like this?" Yeah, I got a full blown face mask on. Definitely looking dangerous.
How was Atlanta? Was Atlanta fully open?
I don't know, man. I was really just in the stadium the whole time.
Because it'd be interesting going different places. Like, even when I was in the crib, it's different than out here. Like, people in Chicago ain't really rocking masks. They're like, yo, nigga, we good.
Are they really rocking them more out here, you think?
I be feeling like if I'm walking around in the streets, I still see people with masks on.
Yeah, it feels like a little bit more.
Until they get into a place. Versus, like, at the crib, I feel like niggas was just like, nah, fam, like, we good. And I was like, I get it. 1,000%. I just think that each city I've like been to has had like different etiquette, which is interesting. It just shows like how as a country we didn't really set what we let each state decide what they were going to do.
That's the thing.
Which allows now each state to have different, I guess, feelings toward the mask, which is interesting.
I thought it was like a big town, small town thing, but there's like, when you go to Chicago, it's not like a lot of masks. It's like L.A. and New York.
I'm not saying there ain't nobody on masks. I just didn't see a lot of people with masks.
It is masks. It feels a little bit more here though, because it's definitely forced me to like start to think about it again. I ain't been thinking about it much in Chicago, and then I'm out here. I'm trying to walk in somewhere, and they're like, "Yeah, you can't even come in here with." I'm like, "You ain't got no mask." I'm like, matter of fact, let me check myself. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit coming back.
Yeah, that's the timing as well, though, because I feel like everyone's like, vaccines here. We're back out there.
Yeah, I vaxxed
and I think that was everywhere.
I forgot about the mask. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I ain't going to lie, it's time to run it back.
Yeah, it was nice to forget about it for a while, but I guess you're right.
What the fuck
Reckless making out.
Yeah. Can't do it no more?
That's got to come to an end.
Damn.
Immediately.
Damn.
What a better way to get COVID than reckless making out.
It is the only way to get COVID, if you ask me.
That's the perfect way.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get COVID from nothing else.
I'm not trying to get COVID at all.
Just from shaking one of the homies' hands? Trash.
No, from shaking up with a nigga.
Nah, I won't COVID from that, nigga.
And then trying to be on some.
Yeah.
You talking about some slats? Instantly got COVID.
Oh, shit. Did we do it?
Yeah, thanks for tuning in to Wine and Weed. Don't get COVID. Thank you, Vic Mensa.
Don't be trying to slap shit too much. Just
nah, nigga.
Delta variant, man.
Alright, that was me, for Stilo Brim and Chris Reiniger. Zip it up.
Zip it out.
Hey, bye.